Welcome back to another week of the Farm to Table virtual series. I apologize that my video did not come out on Friday. I was having a lot of technical difficulties, but without further ado, let's dive right into this week's topic, which is pumpkins. So let's start with a little slice of pumpkin history. So references of pumpkins date back to many centuries. The name pumpkin actually originated from the Greek word for large melon, which is papon. The French later changed this to pompon, followed by the English who changed it to pompion, and lastly changed to pumpkin by American colonists. Native Americans dried strips of pumpkins and wove them into mats. They also roasted long strips of pumpkin on the open fire and ate them. The origin of pumpkin pie occurred when colonists sliced off the pumpkin top, removed the seeds, and filled the insides with milk, honey, and spices. The pumpkin was then baked in hot ashes. So there are many different varieties of pumpkins, but here are a few that are recommended in New York. So this includes, but is not limited to, your minis, so Baby Boo, Jack B. Little, and Munchkin. Your small varieties, so Baby Bear, Baby Pam, Small Sugar, and Snack Jack. Your medium to large varieties, Autumn Gold, Gold Rush, Jackpot, Magic Lantern, Spooktacular, and Tom Fox. And last but not least, your giant varieties. So this includes Atlantic Giant, Big Max, and Prize Winner. Here are just the basics of planting and harvesting pumpkins. So pumpkins are a warm season plant, therefore they do not germinate in cold soil. In order to have them in time for Halloween, the seedlings can be planted in late to early June, but you need to wait until the danger of a frost has completely passed. So what you're going to do is direct the seed into 1 or to 1/2 inches of deep soil into hills, which warm and drain earlier in the season, or your rows. So 4 to 5 seeds per hill. Space hills about 4 to 8 feet apart, depending on the size of the vine. Keep in mind, even some of the many-fruited pumpkins do grow on large vines. When the plants are 2 to 3 inches tall, thin to 2 to 3 plants per hill by snipping off your unwanted plants, but make sure you do not disturb the roots of your remaining ones. Mulching plants helps retain moisture and suppress weeds, so mounding soil around the base of the plant can discourage squash borers from laying eggs. So here are a few of the common pests and diseases and how you can control them. So starting with pests, you have aphids. So just a hard stream of water can be used to remove them from the plants. Wash off with water occasionally as needed earlier in the day, and then just check for evidence of natural enemies such as gray, brown, or bloated parasitized aphids. Then you have squash bugs, so those you just have to hand pick and destroy. Spider mites, again a hard stream of water can be used to remove the mites from your plants. And the squash vine borer, you're just going to have to remove them by hand. As for some diseases, you've got powdery mildew, so you want to avoid wetting foliage if possible. Water earlier in the day so the above ground plant parts will dry as quickly as possible. Avoid overcrowding, space apart to allow air circulation, and eliminate the weeds around the plant and garden area to help improve that air circulation. And for the scab, it's just kind of the same thing as the powdery mildew. Avoid overcrowding, avoid wetting foliage if possible, and getting that really good air circulation. Please keep in mind that these are not all the pests and diseases. These are just the most common ones. And I would like to end this with some fun facts about pumpkins. So today, most pumpkins are sold for decorating and carving. Pumpkins are a part of the large family of vine plants that include cucumbers, squash, gourds, melons, and others. They are all part of the Cucurbitaceae or gourd family. They belong to a group of vegetables known as Cucurbitas. Pumpkins are high in fiber and contain potassium and vitamin A. Pumpkin flowers are edible. Pumpkins are 90% water. Travis Geinger of Anoka has grown the largest pumpkin in North America in 2020, weighing in at 2,350 pounds. And the 2018 New York State Agriculture Overview, there are 5,700 harvested acres of pumpkins. The yield of pumpkins is 8,200 weight per acre, and the value of production in dollars is $8,037,000. Here is the site that I used to get the information for my PowerPoint. As always, stay tuned for Eileen's video this Friday. She has a nice recipe that you guys can do at home. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email. I have our emails down at the bottom. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Bye.